Malawi Brief.
Lawyer Kamangira anapangisa public lecture pa nkhani ya zakatangale zimenenso zinapereka mwayi kwa anthu osiyanasiyana kuti athe kupereka maganizo awo komanso kufunsa mafunso osiyanasiyana pa nkhani imeneyi ya zakatangale. Zambiri mu video iyi.
South Africa, I'm a concerned citizen. Sinapita ku school komano I was very intelligent. Ndili ku school kwambiri ndikafuna kukhala lawyer koma zinandikanika because of divorce ya mayanga ndi bambo anga. Ndalekeza form 2. So I always follow you kuyambira ku Facebook, ku Facebook kuja iyi ndi ya phone ya bwana anga ndimalira azigogo kuno ku South Africa. Ndiyeno ndimafuna ndifunse kunena kuti malingana ndi momwe zilili ku Malawi kuja za Judiciary ndapanga follow mwalankhula za methodology chachani. I'm following that. Yeah, because it was my plan nthawi imeneyo kuti career yanga kuti ndisakhale lawyer koma zinakanika. Ndiyeno ndimafuna ndifunse kuti kodi mmene akuchitikira katangale muja anthu akuchita kudziwa kunena kuti mmene mukwanena ja Frank Mbeta ali involved, china chikopa ali involved. Kodi pamene papa kuti anthu amene wawo atithane nawo, what can we do?
Thank you very much.
Komanso, yeah.
Go ahead.
So ndimafuna ndilankhulepo za uyuyu za mwana wa Nzuni, which I think uje nimene sunatani suna lankhuli to look. I don't know kuti ulakumandita pita kaira. I don't know kuti munauzana chani. Komano nkhani iyi mafunika kuti inuyo mubwere poyera ngati munthu odi ndinu lawyer oyimirira ife akuwa Malawians. Then mafuna nati munakakhala kuti mubwere pa ujeni paja mufotokoze bwinobwino kuti what actions Malawians we can do kuti mwina mwake kuti nkhani mwanayo apeze chilungamo chirani chidziwike.
Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you.
I'm Chikondi Efrida Zowera from Malawi, based in Branta, but originated from Chis.
Thank you very much, Chikondi. And also, if you don't feel safe to introduce yourself, also be free not to introduce yourself. Just ask your question. This is a welcoming environment where everyone is allowed. So, if there's anyone who also wants to ask a question, please unmic yourself and then ask for an engagement. Thank you, or even for a comment. Thank you.
My name is Gabriel. I'm a journalist. I work for Zodiac at the moment. Thanks for that very thoughtful presentation. I get a bit disturbed. You almost give the impression, Council, that the cartel that you are referring to, you must give the impression that it has captured the whole judiciary. Even when, as you put it, it is a small group of the population of the legal profession. In the media, much as you may have problems with the depth of what we are doing, we pat ourselves on the back. We have tried so hard in the best way we can to bring issues in the public. We don't have arresting powers. We don't have prosecution powers. Our expectation is that the relevant rights institutions would pick up from where we stop. It is a process. But my biggest concern from this very thoughtful presentation is that I leave getting the impression that the judiciary in Malawi is captured by a small group of a small cartel in the population of the legal profession. Would you want to comment on that?
Thank you very much. I don't know if there is anyone else who also want to ask a question or to comment. One more. I'll take one more question, one more comment, and then Mark Piri wants to speak. Please unmic yourself, Mark Piri, if you can. Mark Piri, if you are speaking, you are on mute. We can't hear you. Okay.
Council, I'm Innocent Jandija. I think I can just come in.
Please.
Yeah, mine indeed and GJ1. The Innocent Jandija and my grandchildren, the White Shelter FM Uplanta. As media team, just extension, yeah, Gabriel. We play our role when Sanabuti Ubanga expose my issues Oceana to do with corruption. Komano, sometimes face on the fair and we need the protection. So we are national Bakatero and I mean I didn't have 1 billion, you know, they can come after us. So amid of saving people as our country, Timayangana Songa the face one, Tumangana already. We have done our party. Komano mbali nayo. Tukusoera sona kuti I think my system atu amene timadalira kwambiriwo kuti somwina wake ataunikidwanso because ngati judiciary yapangidwa capture we have also to look na kuti kodi kupita chisogolo tena kugwira pati ndi pati chifukwa chona kuti malamulo athu a dziko anayenera kuti atithandize na kuti akhale mulozo wa wina aliyense na kuti wina aliyense ngati ndi idea kuti dziko lathu lipite pasogolo ndito wena kuti kupanga visit ma system amene aja na kuti wina aliyense athe kupanga comply una kuti posatengera una kuti kubaloku those are also human beings. They have also to bring to account una kuti ngati pena pakiswa kuyenda bwino iwonso athe kulandira somwena kuti malamulo athu akupanga zotani pa munthu amene walakwira malamulo. So I think ndinkhani somwena kupita chisogolo kuona sona kuti ma systems athu una kuti kodi ngati feyo a media tikupanga expose zinthu zina zake pena pamene pakukhotapo kupakonza una kuti popita chisogolo kuti mavuto ngati amene anthu akafika nawo at that stage we will be able kupeza na kuti chilungamo chikupezeka mbali zonse chifukwa kuti ngati makatira kubwera ndiyo ngati ma systems amene apangidwa capture kwenaso na kuti kwapanganso revisit kuona kuti ngati dziko popita chisogolo zikazakhala potani chifukwa kuti dziko la Malawi ndi lathu kulibenso umene ngakanene kuti ndi kwathu. So we need also to look now kuti kodi generation ikubwerayo ife tikuyitapo zotani. So I wanted to make sure na kuti ngati dziko tena sikuyang'ananso kuti ma system amene apangidwa capture tikozanso kuyitapo zotani na kuti tikonze kuti kupita chisogolo ngati dziko tiyende ndi progress yabwino kuti we can be free from corruption. Ziko.
Thank you very much, Innocent, for that contribution, which is a very important contribution. I can comment on it, but let me start with the questions. So let me take the questions and the comments for now, and then we'll have a second round of reaction. Chikondi spoke on blatant. So my photo was blatant corruption. Kuti Katangale. 1-0. Yes, Pido, I've seen you. You want to comment? I'll give you a chance the next round, the second round. Katangale 1-0. Abine wakazikika wamena mizu tingatani makamba za mbeta ni makamba za chikopa ndi anthu ambiri mbiri anthu amene akuoneka kuti akhazikika ndithu tingatani. Chomwe mungaziwe Malawi kamene chimene tingaziwe nchonena kuti mphamvu zimene anthu ali nazo zili m'manja mwathu. Amene ndi zathu tinapasa kungowabwereka amene ni makamba za section 12 chachikulu chimene section 12 imanena nchonena kuti the power to govern is derived from the people and it's sustained upon the sustained trust or it's exercised upon the sustained trust of the people. So pamene anthu tili ndi chikhulupiriro mwa adindo ndi pamene adindo aja amakhala ndi mphamvu zo tilamulira kapena zoti yendetsera dzikoli. Koma pamene chikhulupiriro chathu chachoka mwa iwo ifeyo tikuyenera tidzuke. So what do we do? Amalawi timakonda kuonenera. We love to watch. Muzaona kuti ngati mukupita kunsika ino ya chikondi kukagula zinthu mwapeza anthu akumenyana kati ana kaya amayi ndi nsikana kaya anthu achikulira akumenyana mudzapeza anthu akunjikirana even anjinga akupita kwina ayima even magalimoto pamapeza pamalo paene pachitika traffic chifukwa amagalimoto onso nawo akuyenda pang'ono kuti aonesese mwinaso kumafunsa kuti kodi chachitika nchani timakonda kuonenera koma sitimakhala involved. So we need to be involved. Tukena aliyense tizuke pamene tikuziwa za tikupangidwa enlighten pamene zinthu zikutuka ngati za Maris hotels sinkhani yongoziona kuti iyi koma anthu ndi amaba anthu amati. It's time to rise up, and there are all mechanisms. Ma protest ameti ngapanga kupanga demo kutani kuyankhula, just speaking kumango kamba nkhani yomwe kumango kamba nkhani osalola kuti nkhani ija ife kapena nkhani ija ingoziza. Because when I was starting this battle corruption in the judiciary, I think if you remember, since you have said you follow me, nkhani inayamba pa Justice Ken Manda. Justice Ken Manda anatani kodi. Apart from all the things that he had done, the corruption he had been engaged in, including the investigation that Parliament was doing in Parliament over my filling station, and the Malawi Law Society also did its investigation on this, and there are results, which why I was wondering yesterday's interview by exclusive badge. Kuti pamanenda kuti umboni palibe. Umboni ulipo kaya. Malawi Law Society inapanga a body of lawyers did an investigation and found evidence of corruption involving a judge, judicial officers, and lawyers. So people cannot be saying kuti umboni palibe. You know, you cannot be saying kuti palibe umboni. That's mukunamiza ziko. You are lying to the nation when you say kuti there's no evidence. There is too much evidence. Palikalata imene naipanga soliki neyo yomwe fear. Financial Intelligence Agency wrote the Chief Justice to say, Justice Ken Manda abangazinzoda abwisa. Can you fix this? Can you discipline this? Can you do all those kwa Chief Justice? The Chief Justice didn't do anything. The Malawi Law Society followed up. Later, naibangaliki for people to react. The problem with Malawians, as I say, timakonda kuonelela. We need to rise up. Tipangane organize, community organize each other. Kaya South Africa, konzanani, South Africa kuya Malawi ambili, lumikizanani. Pali role imene mungapange play, mutopanga organize. Even you can go to embassy, ukapanga protest. You know, it becomes even an international statement where you go to embassy, ukapanga protest on the corruption, specific judicial officers, these specific lawyers. Every lawyer that I've mentioned, everyone says, Okhudziwa, and I get overwhelmed with the evidence that people bring. So we clap hands for the people that steal from us. That is the problem. Tima ombela manja, anthu amene akutizuza, anthu amene akutipanga. Example napeka slave trade ja, the house nigga, the chanchani, what was saying, kuti mmakangati ngati simukuziwa kuti mukuponderezedwa, mukujeredwa masumba mutu. Tukena kupanga demand kuti Attorney General achoke. Tukena kupanga demand kuti achikopa achoke kumene kucha. Sakuenda kumalo wa mkoti. Sakuenda kumalo wa mkoti. Alo amanyi mkoti akuba. You know, there's evidence against Chikopa. So much evidence. He's a criminal. And this is not a joke. And this is nothing to do with personality. High court kuja Supreme Court kulima judge yena bwanji sindi kwanena amene sindi kwapanga attack yo achikopa watani. Why should I focus on Chikopa? So you know the cartel will come say kulimbana ndi anthu akutantani anthu ena omwe sindi kwa ma lawyers osewa ababa ndikususana ndi mfundo zimene amanena zulu a Dr. Chikosa koma sina imepo pabwalo kunena kuti Chikosa as an individual he is involved in corruption. Ngati many man in maloya ena. Koma nima apanga blame Chikosa, Dr. Chikosa. As the Attorney General, he did things that were against good governance, against Section 12. Kutenga ndalama kualipira mabwana hao, government paying government itself. So I'm able to distinguish the things that I'm saying. I'm able to say nda corruption I open amabanga zinzola kwika zosagwizana ni malamulo I'm able to distinguish, but the cartel will control the narrative to tell you he's fighting. He's wakupenga. I was laughing to say people keep saying good in kupenga. From 2024, the one ngati panoba anthu azina ati wapenga. Osati ndikupenga. Friday singakhale ndikupenga kuyambira 2024. Tukuyena ati dzuke, rise up and do something. Tikaitana even you know, the cartel we're talking about in Anthu, they owe money in billions. They are millionaires in dollars. You know, just to call kuti amalawi ndithandizeni munthu une ndakhala ndikumenyerani nkhondo imene isiya ine. I'm not fighting for me. Ine ndili bwino kale, I can stay here, do my PhD, even get a job while I'm doing my PhD. Ntchito imene nthawi imene wapanga spend ndinu kunokotu they pay you per hour. They pay you per hour. Do you know how many hours I'm spending to bring out the fight against corruption? There's so many hours. In fact, I'm paying more time on this battle because it's an issue of passion than an issue of rationality. So my point is, you don't want to be involved. Even you want to contribute. Dramazo, contribute, and you are in that state because support it's a privilege for you. I want to emphasize this. Ndimwai kuti mukukhala nawo involved pa zinthu zothandiza dziko lanu, zokuthandizani inu ndi ana anu ndi ana awo. Koma you become, I don't know kuti chimakhala kuti what has happened. Koma partly, of course, the system has progressed on in ignorance. Amapanga thrive on ignorance. Or amakuuza into half truths. They give you half truths. And then you sell with half truths. Kamangira ango limba ndala tamonene pana kulimba na ndizeze. Hani mene makamba mene bachisio kuza zeze as individual. It's musicians who ama bwera pa guru kukuonesani chuma chawo. Kuma chumacho sichili taxed properly. Basi muzisirira magalimoto kuti nsonkhwa wapereka. Fana nsonkhwa mene atapereka ukuthandizani inu usintha moyo yani. Ndalama zimene maina kulipira school fees kuma secondary zikhala za taxes zimene iwo apereka. So if someone is living a flamboyant life, it's cost kulida moyo wachikwaya kuli ndi zinthu zake. China njodi umene akupereka nsonkhwa pa zinthu zimene kunyadirazo. So it's that, and the main point there was the issue ya makateo. Amene amayuza oimba kumapanga clean drama zawo kutsuka drama munjira zote. And zimene zinthu akuziziwa osewa ma influencers akuziwa ma journalists mukazisada muona kuti awa dramas umayenda banje kupanga show ija imene kuchitika. What they are trying to do is to clean man panayamba mpana kumatsegula mabala kumatsegula my places. All they are doing is cleaning money of politicians that have stolen from us, of these judges that have stolen. So zukani demand, you are right, mafulano kupanga pamukaona zinthu zikuchitika perekani information hiyo koma osati kupereka information yolakwika. Komanso ndimanena izizi to deal with the cartels misleading information. So ukaluza milandu uli wonse kuti pali corruption. So you should think about me kuti ndimalandira some complaints ambirimbiri ena kuwaona apapa panebe nkhani. Munaluza chifukwa nkhani yanu inaliyo munapanga zolakwika or munaluza munalibe nkhani munakanika kupereka umboni. So pena umatha kuluza mlandu chifukwa chona zoti walakwilidwa inde koma wakanika kupereka umboni okwanira oonesa kuti walakwilidwa. So all those things we are distinguishing. So it's not an easy job. The point is rise up. On the Zuni boy, that would be, I would address that at a different platform. Right now, Zina's main name on Facebook, Nangolemba, he's now my client, so I can't do anything without consultation with him. I can't even speak more on his issue without his consultation, because priority is safety, also his interest. It's no longer priority over fight corruption. If he allows good, he wants to be his case to be used in the general fight against corruption, it is up to him to give that consent. But as a lawyer, my responsibility is to protect him as my client. And as Malawians, your job, you don't want to take action, you want to blame someone over things, or you want the pressure to be on someone. That's not what we're going to be doing going forward if we have to change. If we can create a fund. You only Saudi Nyamada uja asaza dandaule soza fees because he comes from a poor family and he has been incarcerated as many we can say okay to fight this system and to amina ndolemera kuma mbali ultimately ngapanga sipange secure. So there are all sorts of things. Mr. Kamlomo agambapo za kateo kuti azikuoneka kuti kateo yapanga capture judiciary. Ndingonena kuti the unique thing about this Mr. Gabriel is that it's no longer kuti kateo yapanga capture judiciary ngati mene timakamba za Sata kuti he captured every branch of government. Panopa the judiciary ndeye kateoyo. Are you following me? Like Anthu judicial system amene nimachula amene ajawo ndi part of the cartel. Imeyo ndi cartel sikuti anthu ena kakunja ayapanga capture. Iwo ndi the cartel ndi members a cartel. You know, so that's how dangerous it is, and that's why enafe timabwata 40. There was never, you can never foresee having a judicial officer do criminal things like Mr. Chikoba has done, another senior counsel, Justice Chikoba has done, Justice Wafunsidwa Chikoba has done. You can never foresaw how seeing a lawyer do the things that Wabona Kida has done. You would have never it has been a tradition for many decades that people prefer to crucify their saviors. That's a good point, actually. But this one is not going to be crucified. And I'm not going to be a martyr. I keep saying that I'm going to see my child's children's. I'm not going to die in this fight. I'm going to be successful and I'm going to come out alive. That's why they have failed to touch me. And they will not touch me. And they will not touch anyone. If they try, they will see the consequences. We are not playing. We are fighting corruption by all the means, by any means, as it were. That's why sometimes tima kuulira na Anthu mwina Mungu dabata akuchua sawa ifajani nimakaya ndikuziwa chimechi kuchitika ama kauda kupanga upo wina wali. So we bring them out for a way of revealing some things that we can't go into detail in terms of what's going on. So the cartel has captured the judiciary, but we know the cartel. So it's not we should not lose hope. It's not an unsolvable situation. Situation need to be solved. Ndipamene kunena kuti mukapita commercial court ma journalists mpange investigate chichokere na Amanda, how many cases that were stuck of National Bank worth billions yakwanisa kupanga progress. Amanda anangokhalira chifukwa kuti munthu akanakaninga ndalama ku bank kakongola abanki atabwera atasatenga ndalama zawo iye anathamanga kwa Amanda kukatenga injunction Malawi kwa basa Amanda njandalama Amanda njandi kukhalira basi kungotenga injunction banki kumazoti ndalama zathu tizo kumasangazi banki sangali tengi ndalama zawo zoifamba. So pana ma billions and the lawyers that speak mondi nyoza ine ndamene so abanga benefit from this work in that regard. The fact that we are able to get Justice Ken Manda suspended, it means that even if with the cartel having captured the judiciary or the cartel itself being part of the judiciary, as members of the judiciary being in the cartel, we still, when we open our eyes and when we demand justice, we can be successful. Don't underrate, never underrate. Mr. Gabriel, Dimaona unena kuti media is doing little. There's so much that can be done. For instance, following up on issues. Judicial Service Commission mpaka na panopa munairola mpaka na ichoke kuti panopa tuli atasankheni. Kumano anthu amene ajawa alipo. We have them. Why don't you interview them? Why don't you go and look for a member, a former member? Kuti mwachoka, what happened? You know? Maybe zina sangane faja oath yao, but they should be able. You can write an investigative paper where you don't disclose your sources. There are so many ways of writing, but you don't do that. You are not summa piantima, summa kuya, that some of us, how we are angry with the corruption in the legal profession, how corruption is destroying our country. Muntu akamaka parliament mujandi kumanena unena kuti tinapanga evaluate and banki timaona kuti hotel timaona kuti mtengo wake wena kwa 111 to 130 chakuti or 140 chakuti, and then akuzafusa kuti are you a registered valuer? Akunena kuti I get angry. It's like fire. It's like muntu anditira maza moto. But as journalists, is that how you get? Is that how you react? That tradition ends now. They are foolish. They're supposed to be investigated and arrested if proven guilty and all that. The first step is to ensure that all these are suspected COVID crime, and if they are holding a public office, and the President Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, he is mandated by the law. He's obligated by the law to do this, as it were. I think kan ya mfusola agamundalia mwomveka bwino. Can we do as much as Innocent was saying? I think Mr. Malawi has also a role in terms of protecting you. But also, as journalists, you need to create partnerships and networks. You can have a story, you can have a liberation, but you know where you are not safe. You can give that story to PIJ in the protection, in the support, minimum pesa. So there are all sorts of ways of bringing out corruption without exposing yourself. I'm not scared of anyone. My life is not more important than a child that is dying because of malnutrition. You know, my life is not more important than a civil servant who is dying because he cannot afford a medical bill. You wonder that where are the civil servants? Where is the union in our civil service? What is happening? You know, and all that. I would call the president, I live in Palm, so it's my judge on say, as many as detail, president, the head of all branches of government. So I ndiro yake minanga pange play, but it is a Judicial Service Commission that you can institute as quickly as possible. Then it starts the process, and then the process will proceed to Parliament, who then finalize the impeachment if they see that there is a ground for impeachment. And also, they are supposed. As judges, there are more than enough information for them to be impeached on grounds of corruption. But if not corruption, then all the instances that they have done will amount easily as incompetence, and the incompetence is a ground for impeachment. So there's no way out for these people. That's why the process is never done. Because on law and on facts versus law, a Judicial Service Commissioner sangawine kupulumusa anthu amene machuaja, anthu amene tikuachuaja, and maumboni panopa amene nanena pa video ina kuti ndi diu angoonjezerekabe ndi diu ndi ambirimbiri ndithu. Tikanena choncho ena umoti apanga addresses zinthu anena kuti akupenga momona if it's okay koma ndanena kunena kuti I think muzingonena kuti anapenga usati ndikupenga ifani singakhale mu process yopenga nthayo se ndemukundira akwira soka. Thank you very much. Let's get a second round of questions and reactions. I think P. We start with P and then Pido and then I saw a hand. Yeah, let's start with P and then Pido and then we'll proceed from there. Mike P, are you still there? I can see you there. Can you unmute? Or has your answer, has your question been answered in the course? If it is, while we're waiting for Mr. Mark Pidi to fix his phone or to come back where he was, Pido International, please. If you are speaking, you're on mute. Pidani, if you're addressing us, you're on mute. You need to unmute.
My take is on Zigolo said, Jodi Launongega Lafunda. Malawi as it is of now. If my nigga was shut down, Validable Department Yabu. Commando, as you said, you could Kumutu, Nde Judiciary. Chifan Hamino and the Minabanga promote and Hambi the Minakubao. De Antua, Afunika, ma actions. Osawamvera chisoni kwa iwo ndandoti alibe chisoni. Mtu mmoja matoka hadi mabilions mu account mwake koma kuchipatala kusoka siza yoti mai amene wakanika kubereka normal delivery kubereka bwino akachekeredwe. Kuma mizi kuli anthu oti akugona ndi njala alibe olokuti angagule chani. Ososeza alibe chisoni. Anthu andionena kuti ndi amosi ndi chisindiketi chachikulu ndithu tikuti sakumva. For example, panopo, dziko la Malawi feyo, nkhondo yathu ndikuba. tilibe nkhondo kuti yomenyana ndi zida koma nkhondo yathu ndi kuba. Kodi nthawi yonseyi from 2024 mmene wayambire kupanga noise aku ame akuti pochani, aku polisi akuti pochani. As you said, maujena machani, my civil servant in these other departments, what are they saying? This should also show us kunena kuti Peter mena mabwerera this time around should also remember kunena kuti Malawi sada voted TPP. TPP was already kicked off by Malawians. Yeah, TPP. This time Malawi choose Peter. For Peter athandize kukonza ziko. Peter and Jane answer is a very good combination because those have been prominent lawyers. They know what justice is. What we want in Malawi is justice. We don't want 10 people to be benefiting and pumping in bills 18 million to 20 plus million people suffering while and for a minute they are in the offices. Akuba feo kumakangati zisiru Anthu kumaendangati mbuzi. Sitting in Kumaona kunena kunoti, okay, we have put these people, they are the ones that are in power because they are educated, because they understand what the law is. But yet, if you sit down, these are the people that are supposed to be in jail. These are the people that are supposed to be jailed. The prince of peace is supposed 7 days how he made noise and mentioning these people. In a personal Spirit International, who is a very concerned senior citizen, in daughter of the soil, I am saying, Army should stand up. Army should not fail us the way they did in Skangawa. They disappointed us by letting that vice president and the 9 Malawians. Army swear to save the nation and protect the nation. The police swear to save and protect the nation. What are they doing? This is our war. Now, this is my message to every youth in the army. My message to every youth in police department. It is now time to cut off the stupid behavior that these people are doing. You gang up in your departments. Remove whosoever is acting towards Kupanga Sandale, because many of these people are acting towards Kupanga Sandale. So as in we are attacking Judiciary, that's why many people are calling you Mr. Alexis Kamangira that you are mad, because you are calling everyone. You are calling every thief. That's what they're failing to understand. Everyone who is involved in Pakuba, dead walking zombies. You are walking, but you are dead. What is remaining is to be in the coffin. These people are mafias, gangsters that are supposed to be in jail. I'm very angry. The anger many being caused. Maybe on this to even weapons of mass of destruction. I'm allowed to mumpese. Because our behavior is umapembeza and many Kuba. And you claim to say these people are rich. What is rich? Do you know what is rich? Many of you, the youth, many wonder. I saw Wanda. Wanda is representing the nation. What he did is like here we are being party of Kunena Kunauti. No, Musakonze ifende Okhudziwa. You don't do that. Ambirinu mumaima agangokujesani kibanzi. You don't want to act. Malawi is supposed to shut down. That's the truth about it. Even Peter knows. Even Jen Asta knows. Malawi is supposed to shut down every department. Koma kumutu ndendi kumene. Judiciary should mina pamene tikuya first over nopo. Ungata kunjimfa. Amayeneka kuna kuti kanje mechi nyamata 5 anje nyamukakale ndibi foot. Peace be still. Akai steke. Ndikuiloka ni maloko pamene pachako. Shut up foot. Ndilekeza pompo.
Thank you very much for your passionate comment. Mazimvera noka sitinga onjezere somoto pamenepo. Malawi don't sit when ataka ndi moto ngati pamenepo we can move things.